Hi, guys. Welcome to Relationship Coaching Live. I am trying to figure out Instagram. Here it is. We're going live on Instagram. Yay, for the first time because I could never figure it out.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I was like, what's wrong? And then they were like, you have to go live also on Instagram while you go live on your StreamYard. So I have a great guest with me today. I love this woman. She is amazing. She used to be a CEO in a world full of men. So
Yes.
she, yes, so she can give us the tea about men and women and their relationship in the workplace and in romance, everything. Lynne Biss, welcome.
Hey, I'm so happy to be on your show. Thank you for having me, Grace.
Oh, thank you for being here. It's a pleasure and an honor to have you here. And your podcast is amazing. It's called Funny Minds. And if you guys want to check it out, it's right here, funnyminds.com. Super easy to find. Check her out. She has some new merchandise, which we will talk about later.
There, yeah. Yeah.
So,
Let's talk about men. It's raining men. Oh my God. In my life, it was raining men. You know? I love that song. But
yes. So tell me your take on men. I mean, here we are like very man, woman, trans male, non-binary friendly. We don't, like bash any gender. We
oh, I
love
don't
all
either.
genders, but there are differences
Oh yeah.
between all of us, and we can't generalize. But yes, there are some differences. And you having been in a world where it's male dominated, the corporate world, I
Mhm.
definitely want to hear your take on men and relationships at work and romance.
Well, the men in my corporate world were all a-holes because
Well, the corporate world,
they were like, it was like sitting in a room and I could see the red, the boiling. Like I'd be talking and I'd be trying to compromise and I'm doing my thing. And it just like would come right up because they wanted to just like strangle me and I knew it, but I knew
No.
they wouldn't, so it was all, the type of world I was in was I dealt a lot with the government and people who worked for the government and
Mm.
aerospace industry and stuff like that. So
Oh,
they were real diehard. They were old fellas. They were, you know, uh, they were a clique. They were just like those kind of guys that you want to stuff in a closet, but
no.
you can't do it. But yeah, so I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun making fun of different people in different situations in a very professional way. And and some of it, a lot of it went over their heads, which was really even funnier because
Yes.
the worst, they were all geezers type of things. Once in a while, a couple of young guys would come along, and they thought they were who they were and stuff like that. And because I was a CEO, of course, they want to be on your good side and they want you to give them kudos and stuff like that. But I never I was a compromising person. I was tough, but I was fair. I was
Nice.
very, very fair with people,
Nice.
even the people that worked for me. I was always very fair. But, it was a strange world and I enjoyed it. I had fun. I loved it. I loved going to work every day. I loved who I worked for. I loved what I did. I just didn't like a lot of the men in the industry, so but
So
there's no, you know what? I would rather work with 1,000 men than 5 women because
why? What's
well,
happening with
because
women?
I find that in a corporate setting, women are very backstabbing. So
Really?
yes, they are. So the men you can get around, the women, they're
Yeah.
tough. They're really tough,
Uh,
and not because I was the boss that I got. They didn't really come after me, so to speak. But they were very, very hard on a lot of other people. And
hmm.
I used to tell my general manager we had one division that was mainly women. Oh my God, they fought like cats and nails. And they were terrible. Oh my God,
Oh
it was so horrible. And I said to him, why don't you start hiring men, which is very discriminatory to even say. I shouldn't even say this, but
no. Yeah.
and he did. He started, I mean, there was still a lot of women there, but he started filling in with men and he found that, the men were much easier to work with. They weren't taking off all the time. They weren't whining. They weren't complaining about everybody and, doing things behind each other's back. So it was really like a very strange situation. But, I always said I'd rather work with men than women, although they are, they're very difficult in their own way, but I
Yeah.
love men. I don't care who you are, what you believe in, what what sex you belong to, or, whatever. I'm, freedom in everything. So, my thing is I love men, but I haven't found one yet that's really decent enough that I would like to spend the rest of my life with. And,
Yeah, I
so,
know. It's so hard nowadays, especially, since as we get older, like the dating pool seems to be like smaller and smaller, but also like younger women are complaining too. I think
yes.
personally, this is my opinion. Um, take it with a grain of salt. I think that after the pandemic, I think a lot of women found themselves in a different place,
Hmm.
emotionally and psychologically, and the men need to catch up. I think there isn't a connection between the genders at this moment on a romantic level. It's very hard because I think a lot of the things that men wanted in a woman, women now don't want to do or don't want to be. And so that's where there's a disparity between the sexes when it comes to the straight world of males and females. I am not, I don't know about like LGBTQ plus,
Right.
but it's human beings. So, I'm sure there's disparities in every gender and relationship, of course.
Well, in all honesty, I mean, most people, it's not, normal for people wanting to be by themselves. As you get older, you want to be with somebody. When you're younger, you're with them, you're getting married, you're having children, you're doing your thing. Things happen, it doesn't work out. As you get older, you're very set in your ways, and men are very particular about being set in their ways. And a lot of them who are older, maybe they had to learn to cook for themselves, to clean for themselves, and then others want to be waited on hand and foot. I'm not waiting on anybody hand and foot,
Right,
and
right,
I'll
right.
I'll do things. You want to do things together. You want to cook together. You want to, I'll do all of that. Maybe I'll serve you once in a while. I'll make you your favorite meal, whatever. We'll go out to dinner a lot, but I find that a lot of older men who never did anything for themselves still feel that they want to be catered to, and
Yes.
that's fine to a certain degree. But women want to be catered to too. You know,
100%, 100%. Here, I don't want to mispronounce your name, Oljama. I think you just have to find a good woman. I think you just have to find a good woman or a good man. That's the bottom line. You're right on that.
yeah.
Um,
Well,
so
I just you're talking about breakups. I was just with a guy for a little over a year, and there were several times I was going to break up with him, and then we had this discussion, and you think things are okay, and you explain yourself, because I really believe that nobody is a mind reader. If you don't speak up for yourself, how is somebody going to know how you feel or what you think or what you want? And we had several discussions, and then he would try, but he just was. I'm not a negative person,
yeah,
and he was a very negative person. And that's kind of hard. And it feels like you have 1,000 pounds on your back with somebody who's always like, this is pissing me off, and that's aggravating me, and this, and it's road rage, and it's, I got to get in front of this guy, and all that kind of nonsense. And the smoking. I'm not a smoker, so you tolerate things to a certain degree, and then you can't tolerate them anymore. And that's how I felt. I got to one point where he almost killed us in the car. I went through a red light, and thank God nobody was coming. That something serious didn't happen. But I just sat back and I thought to myself, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore.
yeah,
And I don't want to have these in-depth discussions like every week on, the smoking and the lying about it, and and being aggravated in life. And it's just, life is too short.
yeah.
You get up there, and life is too short. You want to
It
enjoy
really
yourself,
is.
you want to be happy. You want, and if you need to talk, you sit down and you talk about things, and you're trying to hash it out, and you're trying to compromise on, a lot of different things, because we are, nobody's the same person. We're all different characters, and we play different parts, so that was my recent breakups. I'm
Well,
on the road next.
next question. Next. So, how do you find a good woman? I'm going to give you my take on it real quick. I think that we can find a good woman or man if you develop discernment and you run away when you see the first red flag. I think, yeah,
True.
I think that for me has been crucial. You know, I used to put up with first green flag, second, third. Now it's like one and I run because I don't have time for, to try to change someone, or I never wanted to, but
Right.
you take them as they are. And if to you something they do is a red flag, boom, bye. So I
I
hope that
know.
answers your question. How about you, Lynn? What do you advise?
I mean, this last experience made me realize that you just can't teach an old dog new tricks. It's just not going to happen. So, you're right. When you see that red flag, and if it's something that's really a deal breaker that you're not going to be able to deal with, yes, you got to walk away. I should
Absolutely.
have walked away 4 months after I started seeing this guy, and I didn't, and I gave him chances and stuff. And that's me. I'm always giving people chances, but I have to stop doing that. It's my
Yeah.
life, and you want to be happy, and nobody's going to be 100% happy because we're all different type of people, and we all come with some sort of baggage. It's good, it's bad, it's indifferent, whatever it is. So you're hoping that you get somebody that doesn't have really lethal baggage, and you can work out, in an expedient kind of mature way. But you're right, that flag comes, you got to run. You just got to.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Let me tell you, I'm going to sip some tea
Go ahead.
because I want you to give us the tea about your last breakup, because we're talking about breakups today. So give us the tea while I sip some tea.
Me give you the tea.
Give me the tea. Yes. Tell me, spill the beans about your breakup.
Oh, well, I was just telling you about it. His smoking, his anger issues,
Okay.
his lying about the smoking, and just being on like sort of like road rage, a little bit of road rage. Like, I got to get in front of this guy because he's going to get in
Ooh.
front of me, or
Yeah.
I cut somebody off, but he doesn't see it, and then he's getting mad because the person's beeping or whatever. And it's just like, it's kind of scary. Like, I'm in the car.
Yes.
My life is on the line here. So,
I know.
and he also, there wasn't much in the romance department, so that was a little like, you know, um, it just, there were problems. He had problems. He had
But
problems.
for example, like the smoking, like I know personally, if somebody smokes, it's a deal breaker for me because I'm a cancer survivor. So I do not want to be around smoke at all. Zero,
Yeah.
not even smell it. Even if they smoke outside, I don't want to smell that because it's carcinogenic. So
Yes.
if that bothers you, why didn't you see that as a red flag? Or did you think you
Well,
were convince him not to smoke?
he kept telling me, "Oh, I really want to quit. I'm throwing away the cigarettes. Oh, I threw away the cigarettes today." And then I knew he was lying because he would come pick me up and the car would smell, or there
Yeah.
was some ashes on the seat. And he's like, "Oh, I'm going to go to the doctor. I'm going to get that medication." Oh, well, I looked up the medication. He got it. And oh, I looked it up. Oh, it's got a million contraindications. I'm like, yeah, but every medication does. If you really
Yeah.
look at it, they have to cover their asses. Excuse
Yes.
my, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but
It's okay.
um, so then he's like, "Oh, all right, I'm going to take it." But I knew he wasn't taking it. And then he'd get all fidgety, like we do something or go somewhere, and be all fidgety, he had to run. And I knew what it was. He had to have that cigarette. He just had to have that cigarette. So it's like, after a while, it's just like, I don't want to be bothered with this anymore. I gave you so many
Yeah.
chances, and I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to smell it. Like, he came into the house, his coat smelled like smoke. He's like, "Oh, well, my son was smoking. I was talking to my son. And I'm like, "No, you weren't."
I know. Oh my gosh. Okay. It drives me crazy when people in general lie to me and I can see through their lies. It insults my intelligence. It's like, dude, that is so obvious that it wasn't your son. That was you because you're
Exactly.
addicted to this thing.
Exactly.
Oh,
The lying, just like, if people lie to you, what else? If they lie to you about
right.
something like that, what other kind of lies are they going to tell you? So, it's like, so it just had to end. I just had to end it. I couldn't deal with it anymore. And my family was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, because they liked him. He was nice around people, but he was a lunatic when we weren't around people." And I'm like, no, I don't think I can take this. I really
Mm.
don't want to. And I don't have to. That's the whole,
No.
I don't have to, which,
That's
so,
the beauty of it. We're independent women. We
right,
don't really need anybody. If we're going to be with someone, it's going to be because it's fun and
right.
it adds something to our lives and we add something to their lives. I think that's the ideal situation. Easier said than done, but doable, I think. Maybe. I don't know. When I'm like 95, maybe I'll find somebody like that. I don't know.
Like I'm this like hopeless romantic, and where's my knight in
Oh,
shining armor? Is there really a knight in shining armor anywhere? But
no.
I mean, I have a lot of hope. I like to keep a positive outlook on,
Yeah.
there's maybe somebody's going to be around that corner, and it's very difficult. How do we find really people? You go on dating sites, half of them, they're bots, they're not real,
Yeah.
and they're just people that want to talk. They don't want to meet, they don't want to do anything. They're
Yeah.
just a lot of, flat,
Yeah, what they call the talking stage,
yeah,
it's so long and so pointless. It wastes your time.
yes,
It's like having a part-time job to talk to like
yes,
five, six guys at the same time. It's a nightmare. So I think dating apps only work for like the people who have the dating app that charge, you know, because I am off the dating apps
well, maybe years
completely.
ago, like two of my best friends, they met the most great guys, married them, and
Yeah,
had absolute wonderful lives. But
I love that.
this was years ago. This is not now.
Right.
Now is a
Not
whole
now.
different, it's a whole different animal. So where do you
Yeah.
meet somebody that's really, good? I mean, I'm in meetup groups, but it's a lot of younger people.
And
And
that's okay. You can be a cougar. Wow.
I don't know
No?
about I don't know if I really want to be a cougar, but somebody in their 40s. I'm not dating somebody in their 40s. Come on, Grace, I'm not doing it.
You
But
never know.
no, 40's too young. It's way too young.
It's
You
that's relative. There's I dated somebody, I was with 3 years with somebody, for 3 years with somebody that was almost 40 years older than me.
40 years older than you?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I know. And we had a soul connection. He turned out to be an abuser.
Oh,
So that's
okay.
okay. Moving on.
Yeah.
But we had a connection. We connected. Yeah, maybe he was too immature and I was too mature. I don't know. Maybe it's just, I
Well,
feel like you connect with the soul. Of course, age appropriate is very important, right?
yes.
Um, yeah. But yeah, it was age appropriate because I wasn't, a teenager or anything illegal. But yeah, here, let's say hello to Daryl.
Kirkinson.
Dave. Thank you, Dave. Hello, Daryl. Hello, Dave. Let's acknowledge all these wonderful people. And you guys on Instagram, I see a bunch of you joined, which I love. I cannot see the comments. I saw, oh, yeah, I can see them. There's Jose. I thought they disappeared. So thank you guys for joining. Oh my God, Jaylene. Hi, Carol, David. Thank you guys for joining. And Jose, I love you guys. Thank you so much. I'm here with the fabulous Lynne Biss from FunEminds Podcast. Please check her podcast out. She
Yes.
has some new merchandise, by the way, which I am going to show you. Let me share screen with you. Let's see. Here it is. And is it showing? Yeah, there it is. So here you have, oh, I love this one. Funny Minds. Look how colorful. I love, love, love. Oh, Podhead products. Love that. Oh my God. Love, love. Funny Minds. So, and you have the color purple, which is one of my favorite
Yes.
colors.
Yes. Yes. I am the color purple. My hair is the color purple. My toes are the color purple. I wear I wear a lot of black and purple. Today I have white on. I don't have purple, but that's okay. You know, but purple is my color. That happens to be my color. And no matter where I go, people always stop me. I love your hair. I love, So now I'm starting to tape people. I ask them, can I just tape you saying that? Because I want to put a press kit together. Because I think L'Oreal has my name somewhere and they're going to use me. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
The spokesperson for L'Oreal, and I'll do a commercial on my show and talk about my purple hair.
Absolutely. No, it's great. I love it looks great on you.
Yes, I love it too. But yeah,
Yeah.
we have new merch and some new designs on there, and we're going to be going into a lot of different things. So we're setting it up, and within the next number of weeks, it's going to be up and running, and hopefully people will react to it. Hopefully they like it, and
Yeah.
we'll see. But
That's all we can do, right? We just put
yeah,
it out there, and I have some mugs and desk mats. Okay, I'm gonna unmirror my. Let me unmirror it. Okay, like this is my favorite one. It's called Grace Rules, and it's all stuff that I made up. Make a long story short, shut up.
I like that. That's good.
That's totally my favorite one. I have T-shirts also, and it's all purple. See, my color is
Well,
purple too. I
yours is
love
purple too. I love it.
a penny for your thoughts. Now make it 10,000. So you can find all those guys on the stateofgraceshop.com. So if you want to get something from my shop and other things from funnyminds.com. So there you go, the State of Grace
Yeah,
shop and
definitely.
funnyminds.com. There we are.
So, so,
So
so can I ask you, like, what are
yeah,
you dating anybody right now, or
no.
no?
Did you see my
Oh,
face? No.
what is that? What's this?
No. No, I am not because okay, do you want me to tell you a story?
Yeah, go ahead. I like stories.
I'll tell you a story. So this is
Okay.
what discouraged me from pursuing anybody. And I know you should not judge anybody because of your past experiences, but what really changed me was when I went through my cancer experience, and I had a mastectomy. The guy that I was dating broke up with me because I was going through cancer. So I was like, I went through cancer by myself. So, and this guy just, broke up with me because I had cancer. So I'm like, ah, nah, I think I'm good. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
really. That's horrible. I mean, my
Yeah,
brother, God rest his soul, he was with his girlfriend for 25 years, and she had a double mastectomy. My brother was by her side through everything,
I
through
love see,
the
that's a good
whole,
man.
from start to finish. He would not leave her side. He was with her, and God loved them. They loved each other so very much. And then my brother got tremendously ill and passed away. But we're
Oh, I'm
still,
sorry.
we're still close. We're still friends. She's a wonderful person, but he never left her side, and that's true love. That is really,
Absolutely. Absolutely. And listen, there are a lot of good men.
yes. No,
Just
there are.
had bad luck, I didn't know. I thought this was a good person, but and I'm not judging. I'm not saying he's bad or good or anything. I'm just
Right,
neutral in
right,
this case where I'm just letting you know how it affected me. Whatever he did, it's his issue, it's his action, his
right,
behavior. It
right.
doesn't concern me. What concerns me is how it affected me. And it did affect me. It really did. So yeah, that's why I'm not dating. So you got a very
Yeah,
deep reason
I'm
why.
sure that would affect me also.
Yeah.
It's not fair. It's not right. You can see
Mm-mm.
both sides in a way, just in a
Yeah.
very, very small way. But if you really love somebody and you're with that, you're not looking at the health issues. You're looking at the person, and the
Right.
person should be the most important. The both of you should be the most important thing to each other.
Exactly.
And if you can't be the most, you have children, you have family, I understand. But in a relationship, if you can't be the most important people to one another, then you don't really belong together. You really don't. Unfortunate.
100%. 100%. I love Dave Roar.
Yes, you gotta get that roar in there.
Well, I'm a Leo, so I'm a lioness.
We are women see us roar. That's the whole thing. You know?
Right, right. We're supposed to be like nice and stuff. I've always been very bold, and I'm sure you've always been like that because you were in a male dominated
Yeah,
field and you
yeah.
handled it beautifully. Um, so speaking of breakups, did you ever have a work breakup? Like a work husband? Do you know how they call them now?
I never pooped where I ate.
No, but I'm saying, like sometimes, they're like,
Never
you
date
have,
everybody on the job. Never. Mm-mm.
no, definitely no. That's not a good idea at
Wow.
all.
To me, that's
Uh,
the biggest no-no in the world, but a lot of people do it, but I don't
yes.
adhere to it. It causes too many problems in certain instances, so no, I never got involved. I mean, I had a lot of fun. I did a lot of flirting. Oh boy, did I do a lot of flirting.
Oh, you did?
I still do. I'm a flirt, I'm Irish. I'm, I'm a banshee.
Yeah. Of course. Flirting is not,
I'm naughty all the
yeah,
time.
I love that.
But
I,
no, I would never date anybody that I worked with.
so you flirted with, do you think flirting with the guys helped you in any way to maintain good relationships with
Oh,
them?
of course. I
Yeah.
talked myself out of like 15 tickets in my life by flirting with the cops. I mean, I'm blonde and
Same.
of course like flirting is where it's at.
Girl, yes, absolutely. All ladies out there, if you want to get out of tickets, just flirt, okay?
Right.
That's
Yeah.
it.
I flirt with everybody. Grace,
Yes.
I talk to everybody, anywhere, anything. I'll stand online and just,
Talk.
start a conversation with somebody. I'm not afraid to talk to anybody about anything. And if I don't know it, I'll wing it. I'll try and wing it and get through it.
I love it.
The best
I
that I
love
can.
it.
I mean, I can't do, physics and stuff like that, or, any of these brilliant minds, type of thing. I would just stand there and say, tell me more. Well, how does this work? How does that? I would ask a lot of questions, but, I would never pretend to ad lib anything where it's like way so far over my head that I can't really, I'd look like a stupid fool. But yeah, I'll talk to anybody. I don't care. I
I
don't care.
love that.
It doesn't matter who you are. I'm talking to you. you know.
Yes. And you're very friendly and very kind. And that shows, you can tell people's essence by just talking to them and feeling their energy. It's all about energy. We
Yeah.
feel the energy, and I feel your energy. It's very cool, fun, chill, and very straightforward too. I love that about you.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just tell you where it's at. I'm just that's
Thank you. Yes.
one. Yes. Yes, because I think everybody deserves to know where it's,
Yes.
bottom line, here it is. My kids laugh at me. Um,
No, why?
they just, like I'll say I'm going out, or I'm going Chinese. Oh my God, it's Mai Tai mommy. Don't have any Mai Tais, mom. I'm laughing because we saw you as Mai Tai mommy, and it was like pretty embarrassing. What do you mean I'm embarrassed you?
Oh,
There's
that's so funny.
girls, not my son, but my girls. Oh my God, my girls are on me all the time. And my oldest daughter told me I'm not allowed to date anymore. I'm like, really?
Oh,
Yeah,
well, excuse me. Who's the mommy now, right?
I'm like, really? And my
No, I
young
don't think
daughter
so.
just rolled her eyes. It's like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I'm not going to date anymore. That's
That's
not going to happen.
hilarious.
Of course, I'm going to date. I mean, like, why
Yeah.
not? Why not?
Yeah. Like, who is she to tell you who are they? Because it's your
I
daughters. Who are
know.
they to tell you?
How dare her tell her mother she can't do that?
Good for you. Listen, right?
A reversal role, like when you were 15 and I said you can't date, no dating right now,
Yeah. Watch me. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
really. And you sneak the
So
boys in the back.
totally, absolutely. So we keep these lives like to down to a half hour. You are my first guest
Oh,
today on this live. Yes, I've been doing it for like a couple of months. You're my first
okay.
guest. Love having you here. You guys out there, thank you for joining us. Remember to go visit the website funnyminds.com and get some merch. It's so cute.
Yeah,
She has some
really.
cute merch. And subscribe to her on YouTube. It's just slash funny minds, right? That's it on
It's
YouTube.
funnyminds.com. Put it in on, video on Spotify and YouTube, and all the rest are on every major platform. But the
Excellent.
video is Spotify and YouTube, and it's out every Tuesday. And you can subscribe, and you'll get the new podcast every Tuesday. And we have some great people, very eclectic people, and we make it fun and uplifting, and just crazy sometimes. And we always like to have a good time. We always like to have a good time with our guests.
You are all about the fun.
Yes,
In
Yes,
Funny
definitely.
Minds. You are all about the fun. I love that. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. It was so much more fun to be talking to
Great.
you than talking to myself. Sometimes I just talk to myself.
Thank
Um,
you so much for having me. I mean, it's been a pleasure. You're a great person. I love you. And, I love
thank
your show.
you.
It's really good. And, if I was out in California, I'd be your buddy and I'd be your wingman for you.
Out, girl. Yeah, and I'll be yours. We would sneak out and go out. you know,
Absolutely. Let's go
that's
have
the thing.
some sangria, knock back some cheese and crackers and whatever and, see what happens.
Absolutely. Let me tell you before we go, I went to shoot something at the golf course yesterday, and guys would stop me like, "Are those new clubs?" I was like, "I don't even know how to play golf. I'm shooting a show here." So if you guys, ladies, if you ever want to get fish for men, go to the golf course. Oh my gosh. And those guys, they're out of your hair all the time because they're playing golf at like 8 a.m. So you're not going to have to kick them out like, they're in the house all day. Amazing. Full of guys. So that's
Great.
my
They're not on
advice.
your butt 24/7. That's wonderful.
Oh, no, thanks. Too much. Nobody, I don't want anybody 24/7. Too much.
I'll have to find where our closest golf course is.
Yes, I'm telling you, girl. Go there with a fake club. I went. I don't even want to play that thing, but we shot the show and it was super fun.
Yes.
So anyway, so thank you. Come back and see us again. Be on the live again.
I
We'll talk about
will.
other stuff. I'd love that.
Okay. Well,
All
thank
right,
you. All right.
awesome. Let me
Bye,
end.
everybody. Bye, fans.
Yes, bye everybody. Thank you, Instagram, for joining all the people in Instagram. Amazing. Thank you so much. I'm going to end the live and I'll see you guys on not this Friday because I am doing my podcast on YouTube. If you want to join us at 7 p.m. Pacific time on my YouTube, and I'm going to be on next Tuesday and Thursday. And we'll bring Lynn back and go to her website, funnyminds.com, and get a t-shirt.
Yes,
They're,
thank
they're great.
you. Thank you in advance.
Yes. All right, my loves. I love you all. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next
Bye.
week. Bye, Lynn.
Bye.